Good morning. It's a beautiful day out there. It's almost a day that you would like to get moving, do things. We're covering MoverDAO today. What is it? It's a Metacard, a metaverse savings card with automated rewards. It's open and permissionless. It will allow you to take the rewards you earn in the metaverse and then turn them into cash that you can use to pay for milk, groceries, that kind of thing. It's savings on autopilot. It's a crypto Visa debit card. NFTs are real. So I guess there'll be an NFT card and then a real live plastic card that you can pay for stuff with. One Metacard to manage all your digital finance. It sounds too good to be true. It sounds like a neobank. And Mr. FOMOsaurus says it's aiming to become the bank of the metaverse to allow all users of all projects to easily access their rewards from on-chain in the real world. Sounds exciting, right? We'll get into it after these messages from our sponsors.
Scamwicks, insider order books, cascading liquidations. Suffer these compromises no longer when trading crypto futures. Enter GMX, a futures and swaps dex with low swap fees and zero price impact trades. Aggregated high-quality price feeds provide fair liquidations and pricing. GMX is available on Arbitrum and now Avalanche. Trade BTC, ETH, AvaX, and more securely from your wallet with up to 30 times leverage. GMX is mobile and desktop native, including limit orders and stop losses. Visit gmx.io today to start trading, learn about high-yield opportunities, and discover the Blueberry community. Step Finance is the front page of Solana. Crypto moves fast with hundreds of applications and new things launching daily. Keeping track of it all is a full-time job. Step brings everything into one easy-to-use dashboard. Step's portfolio management dashboard enables Solana users to visualize, analyze, execute, and aggregate transactions across all Solana contracts at the click of a button. Step is built by DeFi degenerates for DeFi degenerates. Get started today by visiting step.finance and connect your wallet today.
So hey, it's first look. It's MoverDAO. It's a Metacard. Look at it. It's green. Isn't that sexy and exciting? Well, let's not get seduced by sexy and exciting cards. Because look, hey, I have one of them and I never use it. True story. So MoverDAO apparently is building the easiest way to trade, store, send, and earn interest on your crypto in a simple wallet with a debit card. So we covered XDeFi Wallet this week, and that really is trying to abstract away all the hard stuff about crypto into a simple-to-use wallet that will allow you to access things like savings on Terra and then a bunch of other stuff that's happening on Solana, and wherever the cool stuff is, it wants to plug that in and allow you to access it really, really easily. MoverDAO is doing a similar kind of thing, except it's going to have this physical card that's connected to a digital card that's going to be your bank of the metaverse. And it comes from Anton Moscovoy. I looked into Anton. Well, the blurb says, as every magical story, our story began on the internet, where our founder, Anton Moscovoy, started working on a first fintech project. Anton's worked on a few different fintech projects. He worked at Humanic. He's had a few exits, and now he's found his way to MoverDAO. They want to be privacy first. They want to be community driven, fair and open, permissionless, open source, and then fun. We believe that everything should be fun. Building a future of digital finance is challenging, hard, and expensive, but building our future together is fun, and it should be so. This is one of those ideas that keeps coming back. Money has never, ever been fun. I mean, you go to the casino and you gamble, and that could be fun, and if you win, but money itself, we've never thought of it as fun. It's a set of shackles. It binds us. It's a form of slavery in a sense. But they want this to be fun. Well, I think if you spend time in NFT communities and you stay there, it's because it's fun to be there. Fun? That's interesting. All the other ones, well, that's pretty much the same for every crypto project. Obviously, privacy first, easy to say, harder to implement. So what they want to create is a neobank for Gen Z. Not for you, not for me, for Gen Z. I don't know why specifically he called out Gen Z. And this actually comes from Anton's bio that I found online. So a neobank is basically it's a bank that operates without physical offices. There's tons of them that have grown up over the last 10 years, and they were actually pretty hot shit for a while. So we had Monzo, Chime, Revolut in the UK was a big one, became a unicorn. And looking here, this is on the Chime website. Make your money grow fast, 0.5% APY. My old bank, HSBC, told me at the weekend that they were upping the APY on the savings account that I would have had if I was still with them from 0.01% to 0.1%. So generous. So this is Chime saying, make your money grow fast with 0.5%. I don't know about you, but that is not a way to make your money grow fast. Anchor, 19.5%. definitely better. So neobanks were this kind of hot story. This is an article from Forbes. This is actually from 2020. So things are slightly different now. The narrative around neobanks has slightly changed as a result of the pandemic. But there was a time when neobanks were growing too fast, having to hire a lot of staff, and they weren't making much money, and they weren't making enough money. They'd basically gotten fat and entitled, and the founders of these banks recognized that. Interesting that the COVID narrative has actually brought them back into the spotlight. But definitely, neobanks are a thing. Young people use them. I primarily bank through one called Bunk in the Netherlands. That's also a neobank. But they have problems. If you look into complaints about them and how they operate, there's often outages, and that's the price you pay for a modern bank that does things in a different way. So the Mover Metacard, it's a collectible metaverse-ready NFT. It's an NFT. It's both an on-chain NFT and a physical card that can be delivered anywhere around the world. Now, I'm trying to think of a similar kind of proposition. There is the Metacard, which is, there's like 4 or 5 different iterations of it, but those are going to be like a rewards card for the metaverse. This is actually a debit card. So every Metacard owner can redeem this for a physical card that opens a new world of exclusive offline opportunities. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Like, what offline opportunities do we really need? Like, you just need the card to work. Take it to a bank, pay for groceries, it just works. That bit of it, I don't feel like it needs gilding in any particular way. The Metacard will automate yield-generating rewards across various metaverses and networks and natively connect them to a crypto debit card. So that bit is interesting. So you've got all these exciting yield-generating opportunities, and presumably more and more of them will grow up. And if you start to work more in the metaverse, you will park yourself in a place where you feel good about, the activities that you're involved with, and you'll get rewarded for them because the whole system works around incentives. What can you do with those incentives once you have them? How can you connect them to the real world? Because as much as the metaverse is going to be exciting and exotic and amazing, we still have physical necessities that we have to pay for, the daily grind of just subsisting. This is looking to connect the two things together. How they're going to do that, can't tell you. So you have an NFT versus a physical. There can only be 10,000 NFTs at every point in time. That seems kind of strange. Why would you deliberately limit the number of people that can have them? But presumably, like the Metacard, they can just issue a second generation or a second edition, third edition as their network scales. You will be able to mint a Metacard or obtain one through the open market, et cetera, et cetera. What metaverses will it support? Metacard is native to all EVM compatible networks: Polygon, Avalanche, Phantom, Arbitrum, and Optimism, and presumably all the others as well. How they're going to do that? I don't know. They also work towards supporting all metaverses: Axis, Infinity, Sandbox, Decentralized, and a lot more. Again, it's a little vague. I'm not sure how they're going to pipe all that in. Non-custodial and permissionless savings. Well, I mean, we see that again with the XDeFi and Terra. It connects with your crypto debit card. So the big thing here is you earn in the metaverse, and then you can directly connect that to paying for things in the real world. I don't think you need any other selling point than that. If they can deliver that seamlessly, painlessly, it's worth it. So I went into the app and had a look at this. It feels like it's just basically a Notion page at the moment that's been put together. It feels a little janky, I'll be honest. The savings, you can deposit, you can swap tokens, you can increase the boost of these tokens. There's a few different things in there, but again, it just feels like it's not there yet. It's very, 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 very early. And then it says things like beautiful card, order now. I actually went through the process of that. There's a system called Traster that you can then off-ramp from euros, I think, on-ramp from euros into crypto using Traster. I haven't got that set up yet. It's taking a little bit of time to do so, but I'm curious to see how that's going to work because if you've ever off-ramped using Coinbase, it's very expensive, and I'm looking for other ways to do that. How is savings generated? Mover has a complex yield aggregator infrastructure. That always worries me. If it's complex, it means it can break. And there's a bunch of other things here. Again, I feel like it's early, and I don't want to overly criticize, but also like it just feels like it's not ready for main time yet. There's a Move token that's for governance. I mean, who knows how that will work in real life. And then there's a smart treasury, which is a piggy bank account that automatically distributes Mover performance rewards to you. So the treasury will use your own rewards to cover any expenses that you may have while using Mover. If you reserve your Move tokens in the smart treasury, you will increase your rewards share based on the total amount. So it's just a staking mechanism. Get the Move token, stake pretty much as you would expect really for a modern DeFi savings protocol. And that's really it. I wish there was more to say about it, but at the moment there isn't. Fomosaurus is hot on it. He thinks it's interesting. I need to see more detail. But I certainly think if they can deliver that simple way to take tokens that you earn and allow you to spend them directly without having to then convert them into ETH or something that's simpler to off-ramp, that alone would be worth something. But I remain a little skeptical about this one. Still early, go check it out. And if you have any suggestions for us to cover in First Look, please do drop them in the comments below. I will certainly be sure to take a look. But for the rest of it, have a wonderful day. Peace!